Hi folks, Van Prepper here with another Safe Fact and Gun News update. Today, Michael Bloomberg, former New York City mayor and elitist control freak, has pledged $50 million to fight the NRA, to start a grassroots effort to fight the NRA. Now this tells me two things about Michael Bloomberg. One, he's still a massive D-bag, and two, he doesn't understand in the slightest what grassroots means. Grassroots means exactly what the name implies. From the bottom level, the lowest group of citizens, swelling on up to the highest group, not some elitist, rich New York City guy pledging $50 million in his trickle-down elitist style to get it down to the lower people. Michael Bloomberg, you still suck, buddy. A lot of people don't know that the SAFE Act also covers, in addition to the assault weapons ban, some of the lesser known things about it are that every 5 years there's going to be a required pistol permit renewal for all those in New York State who hold pistol permits. Now, they didn't want to logjam in 2018 when the 5 years was up, so everybody would have to go. So they started a pilot program to try and get these kind of implemented early so people would go. They started it in Saratoga, where is it? Schenectady, Saratoga, and Albany, and a couple of other places. The problem is that they began to implement it, they began to go through the process of it, and then they just stopped. Here are some quotes from the county clerks that were involved in this process that were getting weekly or bi-weekly meetings and communications, and then suddenly aren't getting anything from the Cuomo administration and the people in charge of implementing this. From Craig Hayner, Saratoga County Clerk, he said, "It looks like it was put on the back burner." You think? From Frank Marola, Rensselaer Clerk, he says there was no communication. And from Elizabeth Larkin, the Cortland County Clerk, we're just on hold. See, this is the entire problem with the SAFE Act. The people who voted for it don't know exactly what's in it. The people who are in charge of enforcing it don't know exactly what's in it. And those who are in charge with implementing these things don't know exactly what's going on. There's no communication. It was badly written. It was rushed through. And still to this day, over a year later, nobody knows what's going on with it. Finally, as I talked about in my last New York SAFE Act video, the deafening silence that could be heard on April 15th when New York State gun owners were supposed to register our assault weapons was fantastic. All you heard were not these long lines and throngs of people going to register their weapons, just crickets. Nobody went. And in an article on Infowars today talking about that, that's titled Mass Civil Disobedience in New York Against the SAFE Act, one of my videos, that's right, yours truly, little old Van Prepper, has a video featured on Infowars. Very cool, and I'm excited about it. The video, the Infowars article says that New York is not saying how many people registered their assault weapons. There's a reason for that, because almost nobody did, and they're embarrassed. What's going to eventually come out of this is they're going to find out that just like in Connecticut, this is going to be a magnificent failure because their attempts to bully and intimidate citizens of their state didn't work, and people didn't stand for it, and the citizens are not going to accept these infringements. And nothing happened. So we're going to see in the weeks and the months to come what's going to happen about this, whether New York State decides to try what Connecticut did, which is more threats or an amnesty or, whatever they try to get more people to register. But in the long run, I think people have been pushed as far as they're going to be pushed, and they're not going to accept these infringements anymore. I'm Van Prepper. This has been another Safe Fact and Gun News update. As always, look for the links to these articles in the description of the video. Happy shooting, everybody.